Okay, it looks like we're going live again, which is fantastic. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Irish Question Mark Quiz Show tonight. We had to reboot the stream. Her indoors advised me totally to reboot the stream and try and get it up and going again. I think we have done that. And you should be able to share tonight's stream now on your Facebook. And if you could do that, that would be absolutely wonderful. I'm going to just share it to the Irish Question Mark group, and let's see if that works. Electric Sheep Minion is in the house. Jan the Man has arrived. Jan the Man and Mrs. Jan have arrived here indoors. I told you they're still alive. Captain Beer, he's also in the house. Jodie's dad. Jan the Man says that he won't be on the next big football tournament because he's too old. He's too old. Now, if anyone has seen the Uncle Tony, good evening, Uncle Tony. Nice of you to join us. If anyone has seen the Irish Question Mark Facebook post, I put a sample of tonight's picture round on it. There was a couple of messages where people were actually visibly upset. So it's going to work well. But the one that I put on was pretty tricky. What was it called again when they merged the two pictures? Can you remember? Mashup. There we go. Mashup. It's a picture mashup round. Basically, you'll see a picture and it's two people's images superimposed over each other, and you've got to name the two people. It'll all be pretty explanatory when we get there. Her indoors, what are you looking for? She's very quiet tonight, folks. This always concerns me when she starts the evening quiet. Quiz Me Duda is now following us on Twitch. Quiz Me Duda, good evening, and you're very welcome. Holy Moses, Sully is on, our resident Irish Liverpool fan. Maybe we should just show Sully a yellow card straight away. What do you reckon? There we go. Sully, that's what I think about you and your Liverpool. Pete, good evening. There's a big competition tonight for Liz's team. If Pat the Beard doesn't show, she's in trouble once again. Good evening, Grab88. Yes, great. I got your email earlier on. By all means, drop in on Sunday in the afternoon, late afternoon, and pick up your mystery prize. But no, actually, you wanted the bread. Yeah, I'm going to bake it on Saturday. That's my plan. Jody Wasp35 is also going to pop around and pick up some bread, and a mystery prize. Rachel hasn't contacted me, and I'm hoping that she was going to come in and pick up some bread. Good evening, Radiant Raluca and Handsome David. Nice of you both to join us. Liz, her indoors Mark II is in the house tonight, folks. Well, actually, literally not in the house. That's why the place is so quiet. Liz, if it stops raining, I can come over. Oh, goody!
It's going to rain for 30 days.
Yeah, it's going to rain for about 6 months, apparently. Okay, folks, so it's quite easy. You know how it works. Just get yourself a pen and a piece of paper. We're going to start very shortly, as in like in the next minute or two. You can WhatsApp your friends, your family, and say to them, hey, open a bottle of wine, open a bottle of cola, have a cup of coffee, grab a pen and paper, and let's play the quiz together. What can I tell you? I had a nice surprise. I came home and there was some homemade cookies. Homemade cookies by Minion Micah, and drop round to the house. What can I tell you? I already know who's going to win the quiz tonight, and it ain't going to be Liz's team because there's no sign of Pat the Beard. We all know he's the clever one. Electric Sheep Minion, busy week coaching two new, young, fresh-faced, unspoiled colleagues. They're already half ruined, so I'm getting there, but it's exhausting. Unbelievable. You can dress them up and take them nowhere. Folks, let's get started. Quarantine quiz show number... Her indoors. Come on now. I think she's having a senior moment, folks.
58.
What number is it? 63. That's just what I'm up against. 53. She thought it was. Alrighty, folks. What can I tell you? It ain't easy. What? It absolutely 63. Okay, well it was 62 last week, so maybe I can't count. So, folks, let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, Sophie Ann Senna. Absolutely wonderful. Here we go, folks. Round 1. And it's just as easy as this. I'm going to ask the question. Write down your answers on your pen and paper, and we'll give you the answers very shortly. Question number 1, nice and easy. What is a straight line passing from side to side through the center of a circle called? What is a straight line passing from side to side through the center of a circle called? Double your mental age. Triple your mental age. Are they talking about you here indoors? Question number 2. Question number 2, movie trivia. That's obvious, Bob. Talk about Bob. Where is Bob? We've only got Jodie's dad on tonight. There's no sign of Bob. It makes me feel a little bit worried about our health and safety. What 1975 movie features the character Frank-N-Furter? Frank-N-Furter. What 1975 movie features the character Frank-N-Furter? Jodie's dad is letting us know. Don't worry, she's still alive. She's under the new kitchen that he's made. Oh no, she's in the kitchen. Sorry, I misread that. Where is Wasp 35? She's going to be coming to my house tomorrow, and I'm going to close the door and say, you're not getting your prize because you weren't here tonight. Question number 3. Which word represents the letter K in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Thank you very much, Jay Hastrick, for your donation to the virtual tip jar, which is now open. Thank you very much. I forgot to mention that. Space Dracula on holiday then. Who is Space Dracula abusing? I'm talking to. This is what I want to know. Question number 4. Which cartoon character is depicted on the welcome sign in Crystal City, Texas, which is the spinach capital of the world, apparently? Good evening, Bob. Great that you're here, but we're not 100% sure whether it's actually you or not, saying that the new kitchen's into the new house, and you didn't seem to appear until I said, where were you? That's all I got to say. You know your hubby has a certain set of skills. Question number 5. It's our Jan the Man question. Our first Jan the Man question. Herndor's frantically grabbing the referee's whistle. The new referee's whistle, because we are COVID clever. The Bundesliga is a professional association football league in which country? I do believe that even Jesse Minion could possibly get this one correct. No, that's Electric Sheep Minion. He doesn't even realise that a ball is round in football. Bob says, good evening all, I'm alive and kicking. Who's she kicking? That's the question. I can assure you that I'm all okay. Minion me, good evening. Question number 6. What is usually added to Pernod before it is drank by the French? Now, I've got to be honest with you. Whenever I read this question, I thought straight away, if I was asking this in an Irish pub, what is usually added to Pernod before it is drank by the Irish? The obvious answer would be more Pernod. But the French are a bit funny that way. Also a little bit funny smelling due to the amount of garlic. For any French people that are watching the show tonight, excuses, s'il vous plaît. Alrighty, question number 7. Which disciple did not believe that Jesus was alive until he touched the hole in his hands? Get that the right way around now, folks. Which disciple did not believe Jesus was alive until he touched the hole in his hands? Her indoors. You're trying to get my attention?
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought you were going to say hi or no. Her indoors. I don't know. Honestly, I think. Did you watch the rerun of last week's show? How quiet and boring her indoors Mark II was, and she didn't want to get into it. She wasn't like involved. She just sat there quietly in the background.
I watched it half time.
Oh, okay. She watched it half time. All right, all right. Number 8. Nods on the pads. Now, if you do not know what is about to happen, it is quite simple. I am going to ask a question. This is a new feature, and what did we call it? Her indoors, come on now. Her indoors seems to be having a lot of senior moments here. What did we call it, her indoors? I've got it here and I'll pass it to you. Can you remember what we called it?
What we called what?
What we called this part of the show. She come back. Her indoors, Mark II. All is forgiven. Tickle me, Mary. This is our bonus question time. Spin the wheel round. Okay, I am seriously going to ask a question very shortly. All you got to do is type the answer in the chat. So this is there's 6 times tonight that you've got to type the answer in the chat. If you get the first correct answer, we will put your name on the spin the wheel, which we will do at the end of the show, and you can get some. You can get a mystery prize, Irish question mark mystery prize, and also some Irish question mark soda farls, made every Saturday. I'm in the kitchen for about 3 hours making soda farls. Right, here we go. Are you ready for the question? Her indoors, are you ready for the question? Electric Sheep Minions saying hash BB Lizzo. Bring back Lizzo. Baroness of Burnham. Stop it. Number 69 is not the answer. Saucy.
Well,
I know the answer. I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to pass it on to you. I nearly told you the answer online. Okay, folks, get yourself ready. Remember, until I ask the question, it doesn't matter what number you put in the chat. It isn't going to make a difference. Dutch, Jan the Man said the last quiz he was here, it was fingers on the type.
Oh,
that was freaking months ago. It's been a while, but it's great to be back with nods on the pads. Alrighty, so question number 1 for our bonus question. How many litres of water will a standard European condom hold before it bursts? How many litres of water will a standard European condom hold before it bursts? There we go. That is your question. Good evening, Frank. Good God, what size of condoms is Captain Beer using? 150 litres. Minion Jesse is correct at 18. The correct answer is a standard European size condom holds approximately 18 litres of water before it bursts. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen. Us men should be okay. So, the first name, winner number 1 on the spin the wheel is Minion Jesse. Congratulations. Quiz me Doodah, you're going to have to be a little bit quicker. Our next question is question number 8 in the first round. Remember, write your answers on your paper now. You only put the answers in the chat when we do the bonus questions. Hey Frank, happy birthday, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to wish Frank happy birthday on behalf of her indoors, my better half, Junior, Street Show, and Danger Dana, the other child that no one knows about, the one that's like the mystery one, you know. Okay, question number 8. What food are astronauts prohibited before a mission? What food are astronauts not allowed to have before they go on a mission? Quiz me Doodah. If one would like to virtually tip, how would one go about said tip using the Twitch app to tip what? Well, that's a good question. What? Let's move on to number 9. What colour is llama's milk? What colour is llama's milk? Well, quiz me Doodah. I'm going to put a link into the chat which will allow you to do a virtual tip into my virtual bank account, which isn't that virtual. Alrighty, question number 9. What colour is llama's milk? And your last question in round number 1 tonight is a 5-pointer. Yes, indeed, folks. It's not a dingbat, so don't get too excited, Pete in Dublin. It is anagram time. Holy Moses, bless true hot herbs. Bless true hot herbs. Happy birthday, Frank. It's an anagram of which famous movie? Frank wants to know, is it a boy or a girl llama? Naughty, naughty, Frank. I'll only forgive you because it's your birthday. Radiant Renuka, or is it David, dashing Dave? Is it a llama chameleon? Llama chameleon. Do you want to join in, Herndors? No. Liz, she hasn't been the same since she watched the show. I'm telling you, she's just lost it. Take a photograph of this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is anagram time. It is Frank's birthday tonight. I'd like to wish Frank once again a happy birthday. It is fantastic to share such a beautiful occasion every week with you, Frank. Happy birthday. Bless true hot herb. Electric Sheep Minion said, I only got that joke when you sang it. Electric Sheep Minion is really tired tonight, folks. Let's move swiftly along. Okay, if you want to be in tonight's draw, or if you want to join in the chat that I'm reading from as we do the show and answering the beautiful comments that our friends and quizzers are doing on the show tonight, then you just got to come across and join us on twitch.tv. Just like Gordy and Suze have done from Aberdeen. Top of the evening to you, and let's not mention the football because Scotland is in the same state as Ireland. Moving swiftly along. The virtual tip jar is now open. Maybe I shouldn't have said that about Scotland before I put the tip links in. Here is the links if you'd like to send a not so virtual tip to the not so virtual tip jar. thank you very much indeed for anyone that has sent in a little donation so far. Liz the Legend, thank you very much indeed for your donation too. I don't know why her indoors is typing George into the chat. She hasn't a chance of winning tonight's draw. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are a winner. You've got me. You are a winner because you've got me. That's all I've got to say. No comment. Honestly, I don't know what it is. She has gone so quiet. It's a little bit worrying, if the truth be known. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. Now, folks, you've got to be very careful with this round. There are 3,000 points up for grabs. No, only joking. There are, it's double points. So technically, we should be giving you 20 points. But what we're going to do is we're going to put 40 points up for grabs here, folks. And the reason why I'm doing that is because this is quite tricky. I'm going to show you an example of what I mean. So the example of the mashup celebrity round, this image that you are looking at right now is in fact two famous people with the photographs superimposed over them. Now you're probably looking thinking, who the hell is that? But when you see the answer, it's very obvious. Well, one of them anyway for me. I put this one in because there was one geezer I didn't know and one geezer I did. So basically that is a mixture of Christopher Waltz and Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, if I put them next to each other, you sort of get to see a little bit of both character. Anyway, that's not the important one. Let's get started with our first one. Who is this a combination of? Two names required. Pretty easy one to begin with. Two names required. And we're going to give you, how many points is it her indoors per name? 2 points per name, which makes 4 if you get both of them correct. Times 10 is how many points in this round, her indoors, that I just said? 40. 40 points, ladies and gentlemen. You will get a second chance to see them, so do not panic. What can I tell you? Hey, never mind Liz, bro. Boom, her indoors Mark II. She's on the ball. Back off, Liz, bro. Jesse Amika, thank you very much for your donation to the virtual tip jar. This is picture number 2. Name the mashup of two celebrities to create this picture. Number 3. Which two celebrities are joined together to create this image?
Ooh. I think the best of my stuff.
You think they look better mashed up than singly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, where are they?
Number 4. Together they look like Patrick Duffy, but awake.
Patrick Duffy.
Former Dallas star. Are you checking? Are you testing me? You're testing me. Rachel Minion, thank you very much. Rachel Minion, thank you very much indeed. By the way, I haven't heard anything from you. When are you going to come round and pick the bread up? And also, I'm throwing in a mystery prize as well because you're worth it and you know it. I'm baking. By the way, last week I made 24 Irish soda farls because I was expecting like 4 people to come and pick up some soda farls. 0 appeared, but you know what I done? I dropped some off to Naughty Norma as a little surprise, and she was absolutely chuffed. Number 5. Name these two people that are mashed up in the super duper loads of points picture round. Do not panic when you're looking at these pictures and you're thinking, oh my God, he's going too quick. I'm going to let you see them again. And then her indoors, she's set up, I don't know how she's done this, but she set up this brilliant like little timer thing where she lets me know she lets me know when to move to the next picture. Well done. I mean, it's going to be like to the second. Absolutely perfect. Quiz Me Doodah wants to know soda what Farrells. Soda Farrells. Quiz Me Doodah. Let me know where you're from and I'll try and get her indoors to explain it to you in her own accent. She's good at accents. Good for nothing. Captain Beer, thank you for your donation. This is picture number 6. Now when you look at this, you think to yourself, yes, but I know exactly who that is. But it is in fact 2 people. That's the whole idea. In this round, her indoors, one of them is pretty obvious and the other is a little bit trickier. 40 points up for grabs. So 2 points for each correct name of the celebrity by 10. There we go. This is number 7. Why don't you try putting your glasses on? That might help. I'm over here. Pete in Dublin, thank you very much for your donation, my friend. Don't worry, Pete, there'll be a couple of dingbats so you get something right and help Sully. Number 8. Her indoors, can you spot someone in number 8 that I think you might know? Your iPad's still number 7. Yeah, you can't do much about timing nowadays. What can I tell you? Number 9. Who is it then? Okay. No, I don't want you to shout it out. And yeah, but who's the second celebrity? Her indoors. It means you're only going to get a possible 20 points. Absolutely. And our last one, number 10. Can I give you a little clue? Her indoors, and maybe this might help people. Some of the photographs are actually half and half images put together with a hair extended. So if you do that or do that, you actually have a better chance of. No. Her indoors is now doing this with one eye open, and no. She's not listening to me. If you, in fact, in some of them, they are actually morphed images, but I've only spotted one so far, and I'm thinking, well, there must be more than one. Here we go. Number 1, who are these 2 celebrities? 2 points for each correct answer in our special loads of points round, picture round tonight. Number 2. S. Campbell, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Let the Sheep Minion said, some of these are going to haunt me in my sleep. Number 4. He always dreams about man, bear, pig, so not a big change. Number 5. Thank you very much, Gordy, for your kind donation to the virtual tip jar. And to think I cheered for Scotland, oh my, unbelievable. To think that there was basically like a standoff in the home and I was supporting our Celtic brothers. All right, what can I tell you? Shocking. Number 6. And number 7. So this is our mash-up round. So basically what you're seeing is you're seeing an image of 2 celebrities superimposed on top of each other. A little bit of twigging here and there. And it's 2 points for each correct celebrity that you guess. This is number 7. 2 very famous singers mixed up to make number 7. What I should have done was giving you a little clue. Just getting my 10 cents worth, says Gordy. Play Deutschland über alles at the end of the quiz and all will be forgiven. All I keep saying to her indoors is, just don't mention the war. You know, just don't mention the war. Where's the red card? No, we don't show anybody a red card, and I'm not showing my Celtic brother a yellow card. Okay, well, there we go, Gordy. Yeah, don't be bringing politics into it. Alrighty, number 8. Quiz Me Duda is saying check. Is it like checkmate? Are you from Czechia? In which city are you based? Quiz Me Duda. That would be the nicest thing to say. Here is number 8. Her indoors. I cannot believe that you do not know who the 2 people are in her in number 8. Image number 8. You said one of them, but I thought you'd know the other one too.
We're both female.
No. Well, I don't know too many females that have a stubble like that apart from yourself and Liz and Liz the legend. What can I tell you, you know? Up Czechia, let the badger not stand in the camisole. I should really check things before I read them. Number 9. I knew Jan the man would know all about the referee. Oh, her indoors. She's a little bit slow tonight, Jan. Having a few senior moments. She hasn't been the same since Liz the legend, her indoors Mark II, stole the show last week, you know. I told her not to watch the replay. She just, I don't know, she hasn't been the same since.
I didn't watch the replay.
Don't lie live on the interweb. Gordy knows. Gordy has, he's probably got the room bugged. And number 10. This is the one that I said, it's half of an image of the 2 actors. And the hair is sort of like just continued over the top. If you hide the faces, it's so obvious. It's unbelievable. Can you do that? Her indoors.
Hide the face.
Yeah, half the face of number 10.
The top part and the bottom part.
No, just like this. Look.
Oh, that.
And like that. And ignore the hair.
Oh, it's going off now, I know.
What's coming off? It's still on here. I was talking about number 10. Alrighty. Okay, so what have you got a chance to win? You have a chance to win one of the Irish question mark goodies. Now, what is it, you may say? Well, it is a mystery prize. Only the winners that have received it so far actually know what it is. Just have a little look at them, folks. When they received it, they were like pleasantly surprised. These have went even as far as Kinsale, County Cork. Claire sent me a picture, and that's her above the question mark flashing to say that she received hers in Cork. Mr. T in Malaysia hasn't received his. We're expecting to get there by about 2026. Dutch Jan the Man wrote too long, got timed out. Please refrain from sending long messages, but I'm going to let you send that. Can I do that? Can I do that? No, it's not letting me. I don't know what her indoors has done, but Jan the Man just said, I missed last week's quiz, unfortunately, as I was supporting the mighty Scotland with my Scottish referee shirt on and the scarf that I bought at Hampden. I'm really sorry and devastated that Scotland didn't win. Attention, my friend Gordy and Suze. That was a really nice message. I made it sound a little bit nicer than it did, really, but I mean, what can I tell you? Two great minds think alike, me and Jan the Man. Now, moving swiftly along. Lucky Sheep Minion was halfway through reading that. Minion Jesse, well done. Attention, Dutch referee might be dead to her indoors. Alrighty, round 3. Here we are. Question number 1. What computer company asked you to think different? What computer company asked you to think different? Gordy says, good on you, Jan. Never buy any Scottish tournament gear. It goes out of fashion very quickly. Sully, what's Sully saying? Whenever England is playing, I always meet a Scotsman in his ABE t-shirt. Anybody but England. You see, I got that. What can I tell you? Them Liverpool fans are all the same. Question number 2.
What round is it?
Round number 3. What M is the meat of an adult sheep? What M is the meat of an adult sheep? Jay Terharmsel, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Number 3. BS is the international car registration of which country? Her indoors just said Gordy will know all about that. But Gordy's under GB. Yeah. Gordy and the likes of them, they all decided they didn't want to live independently. But they're all changing their mind again. No surprise there. Little Sheep Minion is saying, that video is doing weird things to my mind. Yes, I'm presuming you mean the sheep one and not number 3. Moving swiftly along. Holy Moses! Thumbs on the numbs! Thumbs on the numbs! It's our second chance for you to get your name added to the Spin the Wheel. The Spin the Wheel at the end of tonight's show. We will be doing a draw and we will be doing a special Spin the Wheel feature. Now, our first winner number 1 is with his name on the Spin the Wheel. Winner number 1 out of a possible 6 places is Minion Jesse. So Minion Jesse does not and cannot enter his put his name into the chat or his answer into the chat, because it doesn't matter if you get it right. You can't go on the Spin the Wheel a second time. So here we go. Question number 2 in the bonus question time. Where's the list? Over there. The list. What list, she says? What list? The list that her indoors Mark II read out professionally. Give it to me here. Here we go. Nads on the pants, floppers on the cloppers, fingers on the type, tips on the nips, flickers on the clickers, thumbs on the numbs, delay on the twitch, choppers on the blockers. Holy moly! Piggies in the market, cocks in the box, bones on the stones, fingers in the holsters, peckers in your pocket.
Hold on, you froze. You frozen. I frozen.
Here is your question, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Heron Doors has told me that we have frozen. If you can see me, piggies in the market, fingers in the holsters is the only one for those wheels. There we go. You have frozen, Heron Doors. Even your iPad is having a senior moment. Don't sound so happy about it. Question, here is the question, folks. Right, let's get going. Minion Me, you are stuttering all the time. What do you mean? Here is the question. Fingers race to the interface. There's a new one. I like that one. Write that down. Fingers race to the interface. Question to be winner number 2 on the spin the wheel is as follows. Jan the man, listen very carefully. It is a sporting question. In what year did Lewis Hamilton win his first World Championship title? In what year did Lewis Hamilton win the first World Championship title? In what year, is this a stutter? Did Lewis Hamilton win his first World Championship title? Liz the Legend has guessed it correctly. 2008.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Let me just check. It went so fast, I think it was really Michael first.
Okay, let's go back and have a little look through. Scrolling. Currently scrolling. 1998, Electric Sheep Minion said. Really knows nothing about it. 2008 looks to be Liz is the first one. Minion Maker was after Gordy. Yes, indeed, it was Liz the Legend. Congratulations. Someone said turn the resolution down. Heron Doors, being our technical expert, any idea how to turn the resolution down while going live?
Not you.
What? The resolution button. What are you doing? Don't touch the computer, for God's sake. I'm not. Let me see over here. Open performance window. Click to open notifications. Let's just click that and see what it says. It says your stream quality is good, Mark. You're a living legend. 0.0 dropped frames. Okay, that to me is good enough. Now I had.
It's the person watching that turns it down. That's what I said.
Oh, the person watching it turns it down.
Oh, off.
Oh, the person, Liz says the person, Jodie's dad's now starting to type years in. Would you waking up? I set mine to 480 and it's a lot less A, E and B. What's A, E and B? Brush over, ignore him. Okay, I can't ignore Collie. Come on, man. Question number 4. A, E, B. I don't know what he means. Number 4. What did the Tin Man ask the wizard for in The Wizard of Oz?
High resolution.
High resolution is correct. That's exactly what the Tin Man asked for. Gordy, thank you very much for your donation to the Virtual Tip Talk. Gordy, well done. 2 donations in one evening. Anything to buy success. Alrighty.
What about next week?
Number 5. It's not a sports question. Why are you blowing the whistle?
It's always
It's not always a sports question. What is the naval term for the front of a ship? I've got to be very careful pronouncing that, ladies and gentlemen. What is the naval term for the front of a ship? Now, we should maybe look at that another way. What is the naval term for the front of a ship? Question number 6. What is the name of the most common calendar in use throughout the world? What is the name of the most common calendar in use throughout the world? Question number 6. Is it possible for Sully to explain AEB? I thought it was ABE, anybody but the English, but maybe I'm just confused. Electric Sheep Minion said, I have heard they have naval doctors now. He never knew that they specialised that much. Bit early for your wit and humour, but then again, you probably just woke up. Question number 7. Bodyguards to the Pope must complete basic training in what European country? Bodyguards to the Pope must complete basic training in what European country? Minion me, you are more twitchy than stuttery. I think it's the coffee. It wasn't as good as last week's coffee, that's all I've got to say. Moving along to number 8. A fictional minimum security prison in Litchfield, New York, was the setting for what TV series? A fictional minimum security prison in Litchfield, New York, was the setting for what TV series? Number 9. What is the Swedish name for Finland? What is the Swedish name for Finland? Now this is a task question, things Arto should know. But unfortunately, I don't think Arto, our FNC, our Finnish comedian, has joined us tonight. He could quite possibly have to work. But maybe he's watching it on a replay on the Irish Question Mark YouTube channel. And if that's the case, Arto, our FNC, what is the Swedish name for Finland? Oh, holy Moses! Arto, our FNC, has been here since 9 o'clock. He said hello to everybody and nobody actually responded. I have to apologise on behalf of everyone watching the show. They just don't seem to care. It's the 63rd week. They just don't seem to care, Arto. When are you going to come round to visit me? Yes, indeed. Wow! It is Dingbat time. Thank you very much, Dingbat Man, for another fantastic appearance. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known two-word phrase. Her Doris, did you say good evening to Arto, our FNC? He's feeling very left out. He came in, the start of the show, said hello to everybody. He was blatantly ignored. Thank you very much, Aaron Doris. Peyton Dublin, I've got a great feeling about this. I think you might get this correct, probably before Sully. Everybody's saying Lodoardo. I think he's just arrived. he's just come in late and went, I'm here. No, I know. Okay, folks, so that is half-time. You know that is the first 3 rounds. That was easy for me to say. Gordy's saying he's never heard of the guy. Unbelievable. You can dress him up and take him nowhere. Gordy, I've been told you're already on a yellow card. Be very careful, mate. Yeah? That's all I got to say. No, you can't time him out because I won't let you time him out. Do not time him out, her indoors, to flex your muscles or you'll be on whatever it is power I've given you. What is it called?
Depowered.
You'll be depowered as opposed to being deflowered. That's something totally different. And it's a family show. Folks, the virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much for anyone that has sent in a little donation. Greatly appreciated. I put some links into the chat for foreign and local payments. Yes.
How about the vaccines on the Knaxis?
How about the no vajazzles on the schnazzles? Now, I have to be very honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is a family show, but I do like the way Dashing David is thinking, because Radiant Verluke is too polite to put something in like that. How about the vajazzles on the schnazzles? Schnazzles. I can't say it. Gordy's saying A-B-H-E. I'm afraid to ask him what that means. Electric Sheep Minion, I like the way you're thinking, Radiant Reluca. It ain't Radiant Reluca, it's Dashing Dave, I can tell you. You know where to find me, folks, on Facebook, on YouTube, which this show is also going out live on the Irish Question Mark YouTube page. We're also on Instagram and, of course, here on Twitch.tv, but you all know that. So here are your... are you writing that down?
Yeah.
Her indoors is actually writing down vajazzles on the... Schnazzles. I don't know.
Vajazzles on the schnazzles, it rhymes.
You know what a vajazzle is?
Yes.
Care to show me? Okay, here we go. Question number 1. What is a straight line? Passing from side to side through the center of a circle called, really easy, diameter for 1 point. Question number 2. The 1975 movie that had the character Frankenfurter is, of course, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Number 3. Which word represents the letter K in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Kilo is the correct answer. Look here indoors, it's getting worse. Electric Sheep Minion has to outdo everybody.
Tentacles on the quadrangles. No, it doesn't.
Tentacles on the quadrangles. It doesn't work. No good for me. Number 4, the cartoon character that is depicted on the welcome sign. Crystal City, Texas. It is the spinach capital of the world, so who else would it be except Popeye? So give yourself a point if you got that one right. Number 5, Jan the Man. The Bundesliga is a professional association football league in which country? Her indoors?
The one we're not talking about.
The country that cannot be mentioned until after next Tuesday. It is, in fact. So if you wrote down, give yourself a point. Number 6. What is usually added to Pernod before it is drank by the French? It is water. Extremities on the square-shaped buttons. That's a lot better. There's no one in the minion. Number 7. Which disciple did not believe Jesus was alive until he touched the hole in his hands? It is, of course, Thomas, as in doubting Thomas. 1 point if you got that right. Number 8. What food are astronauts prohibited before a mission? Now, this could be a lot of things, but there is one thing officially that they cannot have. I thought a curry. Straight away, I thought curry. But it was wrong. It is, in fact, beans, because farts actually damage spacesuits. So what do you think of that? Oh, hold on. Quiz Me Doodah said, Spanglers on me Bobby Danglers. I like that one. Quiz Me Doodah, you've got to tell us where you are based. You are definitely, you've got a bit of class there. Spanglers on me Bobby Danglers. Ardo got that question right about the spaceman. Liz said, that's it. There goes her space career. You're right. Number 9, what colour is llama's milk? Female llama. We were talking about Frank. Naughty, naughty. The correct answer is, in fact, yellow. Ardo wouldn't want to fart in his own spacesuit, whether it caused damage or not. That's a fair enough point, Ardo. And number 10, look who it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is, in fact, our one and only Herondors Mark II, Liz the Living Legend. Thank you very much, Liz, for doing the anagram dance. Now, folks, the answer to this anagram was the Blues Brothers, which means 5 points for the anagram question and a bonus 5 points because it's a Blues Brothers question. So 10 points if you got the anagram right. The Blues Brothers. Micah, thank you very much for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Liz, a little bit slow there. You should know how well we are on the ball. After last week's show, you should know how well we're doing this tonight. Round 2, 2 celeb mashups, double points, which means Liz the Legend, perfect round, and that's without Pat the Beard. Boya, that's only because it was an easy starters round. Oh, Minion Me is not Micah. Her indoors got it wrong again. Unbelievable. Thank you, Minion Me, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. No, they don't look nothing like each other. Family Van Trick, thank you for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Right, here we go. Let me see. Number 1, who is it? It is Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. That's what their love child would look like. So give yourself 4 points if you had Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Number 2, who do you think this is? Herondor, any guesses? Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber. Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber. Quiz Me Doodah wants to know, how does one pat one's beard? Very gently. Have you seen the frickin' size of him? With intent and carefully. With intent and carefully, even, Minion Jesse. Moving swiftly along. Gentle strokes. She has to lower it every single week. Number 3 is a combination of Mr. Sylvester Stallone and Arnie Schwarzenegger. Sylvester Stallone and Arnie Schwarzenegger. Number 4. Who do you think this is a combination of? 2 points for each correct answer. The correct answer is 2 points for Britney Spears and 2 points for Cher. Britney Spears and Cher. Ardo said he had Michael Jackson and Cher. And Gordy says Cher is a combination of many people parts. Yes, indeed. Who is number 5? Number 5 is Sean Penn and Leonardo DiCaprio. Sean Penn and Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, I agree. Stop picking on Britney. It's not her fault. She's got a father that likes to control her funds. Yeah, okay. So number 5 is Sean Penn and Leonardo DiCaprio. What time's it? Choppers on the blockers. I was going to call out Liz, I was going to call out the list. You know the names that we got? Yeah, but it keeps disappearing. Nads on the pads, floppers on the choppers, fingers on the type, tips on the nips, flickers on the clickers, thumbs on the numbs, delay on the twitch, twitch, little stutter, choppers on the blockers, holy moly, piggies in the market, piggies at the market, cocks in the box, bones in the stones, fingers in the holsters, packers in the pockets, extremities on the square-shaped buttons, spanglers on me bobby danglers. It's the bonus question time. Thank you very much, Frank, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Question number 3. In what decade was Tom Jones born? In what decade was Tom Jones born? Type your answers in the chat, folks, and the first correct answers we see will get into the draw. Boom! Gordy is correct. Straight after Micah, then Ardo, then Uncle Tony. Pete wrote the 140s. I don't know how many pints of Guinness he's got in him tonight, but it ain't working too well. Bob, Sully, Pete in Dublin corrected himself. Yeah. Ardo, you were a little bit slow. Quiz Me Doodles just woke up. Pete, you've been suffering from dodgy typing all your life, my friend. Liz forgot to keep her fingers in the holsters. We're not going to ask you where your fingers are. Moving swiftly along. Who was the winner? It was indeed my friend and yours, the beautiful Susie up in Aberdeen, with that Buck Egypt in the background. Your friend and mine, Gordy. Okay. Get his name down on that list. Gordy, you will be winner number 3. Or Susie, if you actually win, you will be winner number 3.
Right, Susie.
Write down Susie. Special Susie. No, don't say special Susie, because Gordy will change it to special needs Susie. Moving swiftly along. Who is this a combination of? One is very obvious and the other not so obvious. It is Mr. Jack Black and Jason Bateman. Let's give you another little look at it. Ardo got that one correct. Congratulations, Ardo. I'm hoping that this isn't your first that you've got correct out of a possible 12 points. 24 points even. Number 7. Gordy, Susan had Jack Black and her indoors. Let's have another look at that. Was it the Grizzle or what was it? No, that's not Susie, not Susie. No.
Scribbling out your name.
No. Special Susie. Number 7. Who is this a combination? It is Rihanna and Katy Perry. 4 points up for grabs. Rihanna and Katy Perry. Ardo is on fire tonight. What did he do? Forget to unplug the air fryer? Gordy's trying to shift the blame. Okay, remember 2 points for each correct answer. Number 8. Who is number 8? It is Emma Watson and Russell Brand. Emma Watson and Russell Brand. That's what their love child would look like. Ardo is saying 24 points so far in this round. It's an honest program that we're playing here tonight. You know what I'm saying, Ardo? Emma Watson and Russell Brand. Number 9. Who is this a combination of? Jay-Z and Idris Elba. Jay-Z and Idris Elba. Liz said they would make a nice looking kid together. Rihanna and Katy Perry. Yes, I agree. Ardo had Eddie Murphy for this one. Get the fuck out of here! Minya Me said I had 2 other black guys. I am not saying it. I am not saying it. Go on. Go on. Don't say it then. Just type it who you had. You reckon Obama? Who else? I reckon Muhammad Ali and Denzel Washington. Yeah, he looks a bit like Denzel. Come on, Minya Me. Chris Rock and Chris Martin. Chris Rock? I thought Chris Rock was white. Just joking. And number 10, who was number 10? Liz said we had Puff Daddy and Martin Lawrence. Okay. Number 10, who's number 10? Anthony Hopkins, Sir Anthony Hopkins and Mr. Bill Murray. That's who number 10 was. That didn't last long. Oh, it's working again. Okay, so folks, there we go. Nearly had a new mouse malfunction. Father's Day present, folks. Father's Day present to help my aches and pains, apparently. Who was I thinking about slapping a turkey's thigh when I put this little video in? Round 3, question number 1. What computer company asked you to think different? It was Apple. Apple asked you to think different. Liz has wrote love it but got timed out by Streamlabs, and I'm thinking rightly so. You should not love slapping a turkey's thigh too often. Her indoors, I think something just dropped on the floor. No, it's okay. It's the first 2 rounds. I like the shit Minion said that gif is just foul. Gary Butt, thank you for your donation. Which Gary's that? Is that Gary from Ipswich? But I thought he was Pete from Dublin. Do you like what I done there, her indoors?
Oh,
yeah?
Legend.
What can I tell you? Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Gary. Now based in Ipswich. Formerly used to be across in the Sherlock Holmes. Folks, still no news about the Sherlock Holmes opening up. Fiddler has opened. They will be going to a lot more capacity after Saturday night. White Horse is also opened to nearly full capacity. So we're getting one step closer to getting out of this mess. Jan the man wants to know, can he get a point for a mature lamb instead of mutton? What is the meat of an adult sheep? It's mature meat. What do you reckon, Herndor? Should we give him 1 point out of sympathy or just let it go?
Yeah.
Because he's a referee and he always plays by the rules.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jan. Now, if Mrs. Jan had asked that question, she might have got a point. Moving swiftly along to number 3. Where did the sheep go on vacation? The answer is the Bahamas. Bahamas. Yes, indeed. BS is the international car registration of which country? The correct answer is, if you've got BS on the back of your car, it means that you're probably from the Bahamas.
Oh, you're not a good neighbor.
Or you're not a good neighbour and you don't wash your car often enough. Good thinking, Herndors. Number 4. What did the Tin Man ask the Wizard of Oz for? It was a heart. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart. Like the Sheep Minion saying, can't wait to hear Mr. Big Stuff coming out of the PA. Yes, indeed. I cannot wait for Mr. Big Stuff to come out of the theme tune for the live shows in the Fiddler. You're right. Them days will come as soon as we possibly can, but more than likely the venues aren't going to do live performances until the 1.5 meter distance is totally lifted. That's what I'm hearing. Space Dracula said not Ireland then, because Ireland would have I or L on the back of their car. Boom! Moving swiftly along to number 5. That was definitely not Radiant Raluca. She wouldn't do that to me because I would threaten her not getting any more soda farls. By the way, Radiant Raluca, if you want to pop around Saturday late afternoon, I'm going to make a batch of soda farls. I will, with pleasure, give you 1 soda farl and none for Dashing Dave. What is the naval term for the front of a ship? It is known as the bow. Not the bow. The bow of a ship. Number 6. What is the most common calendar in use throughout the world? It is the Gregorian. Minion Me says take a bow. It's only because you wanted to check my bald spot. Quiz me doodah. Soda Falls. Space Dracula, after my vaccine, no problem. Are you getting your second vaccine or your first vaccine on? Oh no, you're just a young one. You're getting your first vaccine on Saturday. Keep your distance then, yeah. Infected one. Number 7, bodyguards to the Pope must complete basic training in what European country? The answer is Switzerland. That's why they are called, Herndors. What is the Pope's private army bodyguards called? The Swiss Guard. Stick with me and you'll learn useless bits of information.
Yeah, very useless.
Number 8, the fictional minimum security prison in Litchfield, New York was for Orange is the New Black. Number 9, what is the Swedish name for Finland? And I did mention Ardo earlier on and got no reaction. The correct answer is Finland. That's what the Swedish call Finland. They call it Finland. There you go. Give yourself a point if you guessed that right.
I said they call it Swiss cheese.
That was Ardo's stuck in a time warp there. And number 10, especially for Pete in Dublin, our apparent dingbat expert, Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit. Liz the Legend, don't be coming with any facts unless you're sitting opposite me. Boom! Alrighty, folks. So send any photographs of yourself, your team, or family members playing the quiz, and we will, at this stage, put them up if we received any. Well, congratulations to Claire. Glad to see that your mystery prize, the Irish question mark mystery prize, arrived in Kinsale, County Cork in Ireland. Great to see you, and that you haven't changed one bit. with your big gulp open. Isn't that right, Gordy? Moving swiftly along to halftime. At this stage, I'm going to take a very short break. I'm going to go check my hair, makeup, and use the water closet facilities. And we'll be back with you in about 4 or 5 minutes' time. In the meanwhile, I would like to hand it over to yourselves to chat among yourselves, tell a few jokes, and when I come back, we will introduce our one and only FNC, our in-house Finnish comedian, who shall be coming to join us very, very shortly. Okay, back with you very shortly. Liz, it's a family show! Alrighty, folks, welcome back. So, if you're wondering what the winning wheel looks like, it looks like this. We have our 3 winners out of 6 so far. Winner number 1 will be Minion Jesse. Winner number 2, Liz the Legend. And winner number 3, Susie up in Aberdeen. Special Susie. Gordy's mental health nurse, basically. In-house mental health nurse. And then we will be picking out 3 more winners to be added to the wheel. And at the very end, we shall do spin the wheel, as opposed to spin the bottle, because that would be something totally different. Okay, so moving back to our show tonight. Is Arto in the house, and would he like to pop in? Our official in-house F&C Finnish comedian who has been entertaining us every week for the last over a year. Thank you very much, Arto, for sticking with us. Have you got a few one-liners to whack into the chat before we start the second half of our show? Okay, Arto, our F&C has 3 tonight. So what is our first one? Arto wants to know, our F&C Finnish comedian, what did one plate say to the other plate? What did one plate say to the other plate? I don't know, Arto. What did one plate say to the other plate? Dinner's on me! Alrighty, first of 3. The suspense is killing me. What did one wall say to the other wall? Liz wants to know. I'll meet you at the corner. Shocking. Arto, what is your next couple of jokes for us, please? And Arto's joke number 2 out of 3 tonight. Arto is, of course, our F&C, our Finnish comedian. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Minion Jesse reckons he's got the answer. Sneakers. Arto, what kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Minion Jesse's pretty switched on when it comes to entertaining comments. And our final little bit of humour from our resident Finnish comedian. What is your joke number 3 tonight? Can one bird make a pun? I don't know. Can one bird make a pun? How do you make Lady Gaga cry? Poker face. Radiant Raluca. Behave. Alrighty, Caesar Solar 17 is now following. Good evening and thank you for coming on board with us tonight. Arto, thank you very much indeed. Can one bird make a pun? No, but 2 can. Boom! Drops the mic. Congratulations. Thank you very much indeed, Arto. Anyone that is joining us tonight and has not already typed George into the chat, do so. And you can enter into tonight's free draw. The virtual tip jar is open. Thank you very much. Anybody that has sent in a little donation, thank you indeed. And thank you very much, Heron Doors, for bringing a nice little drink here. Lovely. I'll just put the links into the chat. The Fancy team building with a smile? I'd love to hear from you. Dead easy. Contact me and I can organize an online show for your company, for your friends, for your family. Captain Beer wants to know, what do they call a Finnish comedian in Sweden? No, you really want to know. Well, they actually call him a Finnish comedian. You know where to find me on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, and of course here on Twitch.tv. Let's get started with round 4. Question number 1. Which unit of sound is 1/10 of a bell? Which unit of sound is 1/10 of a bell? That's your first question in round 4. Don't forget, folks, if you'd like to have prepare one of the question rounds and do a guest question round, you can even record yourself asking the questions and we'll even play that for you. Just send it via irishquestionmark@gmail.com and you become a star of next week's show, which will be quiz number
55.
55. It's what I'm up against. 64 next week. Which country has the internet domain .mt? .mt. I didn't realize that Liz could speak Finnish. Or is it Google Translate? Quick, lock the front door. Bolted. We're actually in the neighbour's house and we've took the backdrop into the neighbour's house and all our lights are off. We're not actually here at home in case Liz arrives.
It's cardboard cutouts of us.
Liz wants to know, did we skip a question 1 or did I take a mini nap? No, I think you had a senior moment. Question 1 was, which unit of sound is 1/10 of a bell? You know, Liz's team goes to bits when Pop the Beard isn't here. I mean, you can't rely on Captain Beard. He's probably going to the fridge. Number 3, Bobby Fischer is a famous name in what sport or activity? Bobby Fischer is a famous name in what sport or activity? Thank you very much, Sully, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you. Question number 4. Which comes first in the year, the US Independence Day or France's Bastille Day? Her indoors is once again doing her let me ponder, gaze to the sky and make people, especially Irish question marks, think that I actually am focusing to work out where the answer is. And then she looks directly back at the screen and hasn't got a freaking clue. Question number 4, for anyone out there that doesn't gaze into the distant past or future, which comes first, the US Independence Day or France's Bastille Day? And you had the cheek to say, focus, Liz. Clocks in the box. It is indeed our bonus question. Are you ready to be winner number
4?
Well done, her indoors. Winner number 4 on the spin the wheel at the end of the show. If you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, Minion Jessie says gains into the distant present.
It was getting to the door, I opened it and I did one of those games because I'm like,
Alrighty, so here we go. Question number 4. So, Minion Jessie, Liz the Legend, and Susie, Gordy's official mental nurse, live-in mental nurse up in Aberdeen, you're not allowed to enter this question. So, we've got a few new. Here we go. Gunners on the Stunners.
That sounds like Arsenal goals, so.
No, sorry, Captain Beer. It sounds too much like you're a closet Arsenal fan. The question is... okay. The answer is going to be in seconds. Ardo's keeping it simple. Get ready to type. I like your simplicity, Ardo. In fact, get that on the list. Get ready to type. Here is your question. The answer is going to be in seconds. Bernard Clemens holds the world record for the longest fart. How long is it? And I have the feeling it's going to be quite a while before anyone gets this correct. In seconds, how long is the record for the world's longest fart? You are all nowhere near it. Quiz me, Duda. I've not heard the question yet. Oh, someone's very close. Electric Sheep Minion, 7,004 freaking seconds. Okay, I've seen two people that have been very close to it. 190 decibels. Minion Micah. Minion Micah. Boom Shakala. 162 is the correct answer. 162. Space Dracula said 27,000 seconds. Susie says, I'm sure Gordy has beaten that on a Saturday morning. Question number 5 is a Jan the Man question. Thank you very much, her indoors. Mark 1, always on the ball. The Elite One Championship in France is for which sport? Ardo says it's a good job he wasn't on a spaceship. Yes, indeed. Quiz Me Duda says, if I fart longer than 10 seconds, it's officially classed as a follow-through. Rather nice bit of information. Grab88 said, oh, it's a Google round. No, it's a guess round. I was in space at the time. Yes, I bet you were. The Elite One Championship in France is for which sport? That is question number 5. Question number 6 tonight. We'll get her indoors to sing this later on. According to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, what only happens when it rains? Don't say it, her indoors. She does love that song, and she dances a bit like, what do you call the lunatic? What's her name? Stevie Nicks, yes. She dances like her. That's all I'm going to say. Minion Me said, is the spin the wheel a guess round or a gas round? Well, at this stage, I'm not too sure. Question number 7. What country forced down Ryanair flight 4978 in order to arrest Roman Protasevich? What country forced down Ryanair flight 4978 in order to arrest Roman Protasevich? Number 8. What is the color of the stripe on the trousers of a Mounties dress uniform? What was that, her indoors? Wrong. What is the color of the stripe on the trousers of a Mounties dress uniform? Wrong. She's going for a third time lucky. Wrong. Stop guessing the wrong answers. No, it's not multiple guess or multiple choice. Number 9. Hugs and kisses are traditionally represented in the English language by what 2 letters? You get them every Valentine. Don't be looking so dazed and confused again. You get it every Valentine's Day when I send you a beautiful poem written in a card. Usually a handmade created card and often watercolor painted. Not. Oops! I sent it to the wrong person. Quizdodo said if the Mountie had the farting record, guessing that the stripe was brown. I don't know where that Mountie's arsehole is, but he needs to see a doctor. Moving swiftly along to number 10. It's Dingbat Man! Pow! Pow! Dingbat! Yes, indeed, it is Dingbat time. Thank you very much for another brief appearance from the Dingbat Man. Solve this Dingbat for 5 points to reveal a very well-known sportsman. I nearly said Scotsman, but he wasn't Scottish. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known sportsman. Now, I may say that the first part of this Dingbat is loosely like what it is supposed to be. That should confuse Pete in Dublin and not Gary in Ipswich. Solve this Dingbat to reveal a well-known sportsman. Moving along to round number 5. Round number 5 tonight, our first question. The fashion company Benetton is based in which European country? Would you like a clue, ladies and gentlemen? Benetton, you're joking me. Fashion company Benetton is based in which European country? Nobody wants a clue. That's fine. I was just going to tell you. Well, how do you know? What? Sorry? Have you seen the Garda Síochána?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Striking farmers in a blue uniform. Moving swiftly along to question number 2. What ice cream company could have been called Cohen and Greenfields? What ice cream company could have been called Cohen and Greenfield? Folks, I don't mean to alarm you, but her indoors has just got 2 questions correct in a row. Her first 2 questions correct in a row, ever. There we go, including live performances. Question number 3. How many wings does a flea have? How many wings does a flea have? Quiz me Doodah. By the way, you didn't tell us whereabouts in the world are you based at this moment? Question number 4. What were the first names of both John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John's characters in the 1978 movie musical Grease? Thought I'd put this in for the younger people because they might know who it is. Her indoors only guessed one, and I thought it would have been the other one that she guessed.
I need time for that one.
We're here all night. 2 points up for grabs. The first names of John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John's characters in the musical Grease. Number 5, Jan the Man. Thank you very much, her indoors. Mark 1. The official model, the original one. Off freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly. Which has the slowest 100-meter Olympic record. So off them, 4 different types of swimming: freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly. Which has the slowest 100-meter Olympic record? Now, her indoors is either doing an impersonation or I think she's just had a stroke. Quiz Me Doodah is in Holland. That really helps us. Which part of Holland are you based in?
He doesn't want to say.
How do you know it's a he?
I can tell by the quick how he answers this.
Oh, her indoors.
It's a he.
Quiz Me Doodah is a he. I think it's a couple. So there you go.
What are you, Quiz Me Doodah?
Quiz Me Doodah. What are you and where the hell are you? Moving swiftly along to question number 6. The disease malaria is carried by what type of flying insect? Susan got the last dingbat. She'll sleep contented tonight. Until you waken her in the morning with some farts. Number 7. What constellation is on the Australian flag? Times like this, ladies and gentlemen, that if you had an Aussie in your team, but it's only times like this, that your Aussie player could probably help you. What constellation is on the Australian flag? The name Billy No Mates wasn't available. Billy No Mates, a blast from the past. Great to have you finally joining us tonight. Absolutely wonderful. I know Billy No Mates used to come to the Fiddler and his team name was Billy No Mates because he was on his own. Billy No Mates. Billy No Mates, take a photograph you're doing tonight's show and send it to us so we can see how badly you've aged over the COVID lockdown. Question number 7 plus 1, if you can't understand my accent. Prince's 1999. You'll also hear her indoors blasting this answer out too. Begins, I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it goes astray. But when I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was... What 2 words phrase? What 2 words phrase? Prince's 1999. I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it goes astray. But when I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was... What 2 word phrase? How does 1999 go?
I'm streaming. How does it start when it's at the beginning?
Radiant Beluga, thank you very much for your virtual, for your donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you. Question number 9. If you had a foursome and a shag, what have you been doing? If you had a foursome and a shag, what have you been doing? Liz is saying there's multiple answers possible. A deadly weekend in Devon. No, 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 no. Pete, don't let the side down. It is a very simple answer, and it's the only answer that I'm taking because this is a family show, folks, so please keep your thoughts clean. Number 10. What type of food in the United States of America are brown bobbies? Minion Jesse says it's going to be a very expensive one at very least.
Carpets.
Ardo wants to know, is it something to do with carpets? So question number 10. What type of food in the United States are brown bobbies? I don't think turd sandwiches is an acceptable answer. Alrighty, let's go on to round 6, our last round tonight in quiz number
57.
63, ladies and gentlemen. Before the end of the show, she might get it right. Question number 1. Which American city is named after St. Francis of Assisi? Which American city is named after St. Francis of Assisi? Question number 1.
Ask Liz if she's heard it, yeah? Before you move on.
Ask Liz, has she heard what?
Question number 1 in this round.
Liz, did you hear this question number 1, or did you have another senior moment, little snooze? Question number 2. Yes, indeed, folks. I thought I would bring back our sign language man. We're going to have to find out this guy's name. Because, once again, with all the issues of trying to talk to people that are deaf with a mask on, at least one question per quiz. I like to help you if you wanted to ask someone that's deaf or tell them something. So here is the sign for a hairdresser. Busy this weekend? Where are you going? In hairdressing, what is a perm actually short for? What is a perm actually short for? Fingers in the holsters. Where's the list? Where's the list? Liz, I never once had to ask Liz about the list. Oh, here we go. Alrighty, give us the list. Nods on the pads, floppers on the cloppers, fingers on the type, tips on the nips, flickers on the clickers, thumbs on the numbs, delay on the twitch, choppers on the blockers. Holy moly! My personal favourite, piggies at the market, cocks in the box, bones on the stones, fingers in the holsters, peckers in the pockets, stommers on the whammers, extremities on the square-shaped buttons, spanglers on me bobby danglers, Billy no mates. Just type. Who is going to be winner number 5? The question is, it's a number answer. How many Pringles are there in a standard tub of Pringles? I double checked this and I'm going with the answer I have because they said it was one less. How many Pringles are in a standard tub of Pringles? Minion me, 3 times is wrong. Grab 88 is correct. 100 Pringles in a standard tub of Pringles. Boom, shakala. That's a hell of a lucky guess. Her indoors begs to differ because she had 3/4 of a pack of in your mouth at once. Yeah, you had the whole tube in your mouth. It's a family show, her indoors. Bob, I am getting concerned about you. For most of these answers, you are actually writing 69 down every single time. Quiz me Doodah. You obviously buy the Jumbo XL Pringles at 135. No, the correct answer was 100. And another site that I checked on, they said 99. So I would have accepted. There's always 7 when Susan passes them to me. I was like, I know that feeling, Gordon. And sometimes, Gordy, there isn't even 7. So Grab 88 goes on the list as winner number 5. And wouldn't that be great if Grab 88 won? Because they're coming on Sunday to pick up their soda bread. Bang! You get a mystery prize as well. But that's only if you win spin the wheel. Number 3, who was I thinking of when I put this video in, this little GIF in? Which is more common? Diabetes type 1 or diabetes type 2? Gordy, you have to believe that Susie only cares for your health, well-being and the will. She does it for his own good. A selfless act. Which is more common, diabetes type 1 or diabetes type 2? And I hope Ardo enjoys our little gif because he is a bit of a Penguin fan. Alrighty, folks. How good's your memory from last week's quiz when we done the painter and painters round from Rachel Minion? Multiples of what item is melting in the Salvador Dali picture, The Persistence of Memory? Multiples of what item is melting in the Salvador Dali picture, The Persistence of Memory? Question number 5. Jan the Man, our official Dutch virtual referee, FIFA endorsed, and we want him to do a tournament final. Let's start. Isn't there a voting? Collect signatures, and we could contact FIFA. Put it on the back of a €50 note. Do you think that'll work? FIFA, pretty cheap. How many drivers are awarded points at the end of a Formula 1 Grand Prix race? Her Doors watches the Formula 1 with me quite often, so you'll know this answer, Her Doors. How many do you think it is? How many drivers are awarded points at the end of a Formula 1 Grand Prix race? Sorry, Her Doors. Sorry, Her Doors. Jan the Man should do a sports quiz. I think Jan the Man should do a sports quiz because all he ever does is ask us sports questions. Space Dracula, The Persistence of Memory is what I call this quiz. Number 6, the Muppet Animal plays what instrument? The Muppet Animal plays what instrument? There you go. Herondor's taking another stroke. The Muppet Animal plays what instrument? Jan the Man said, I can make some questions, but not for next week, as our holidays just started. Get your priorities right. What do you mean your holidays just started? Yeah, you're not going. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. You're going to go. Are you going to surprise Mrs. Jan and take her to another cabin in the middle of the forest? You see, I didn't forget them photos you sent me. Question number 7. What is the longest river in Alaska? What is the longest river in Alaska? Minion Jesse said, no problem with Jan the Man doing a sports round as long as it's not a footsie. A footsie round. Does he play his organ? Billy No Mates, what are you saying? Does he play his organ? Fanar. What did Gordy say? Where's Gordy? It would take too long. Liz would be asking for more every question. Number 8, in the government, what does FOI, as in an FOI request, stand for? Oh, Gordy. Hey, Gordy, what can I tell you? Jan the Man is basically one of our adopted Celtic brothers. So he was following Scotland, first of all. He didn't have the chance to follow Ireland. And he's off to Amsterdam to get beaten up supporting the Welsh national team. Alrighty, then he's going camping in Holland. Why can't he do a sports round when he's camping in Holland? And come live from the tent. Send us photographs or record a little video live from the tent.
Does it say holiday?
Holiday. Alrighty. Good evening. Pat the Beard wants to know what was question number 1. Round 1. Welcome, Pat. You can watch yourself asking this question on the replay on the YouTube channel. Question number 9. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy is found repeatedly written in a book in what horror movie? Yes, indeed. Billy No Mates, Quiz Me Doodah, wanted to know, how do you stroke a beard? How do you pat a beard? I said, you haven't met Pat the Beard yet. He's too big to be asking a question like that. And our last question in this round. And our last question of the quiz, of course, ladies and gentlemen, round 6. Our indoors thought it was round 5. Pow! Thank you very much. Another guest appearance by Dingbat Man. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 2-word phrase. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known 2-word phrase. Alrighty, folks, let's just come back in very shortly and give you the answers to the second half. I think, Pat the Beard, you should really leave the room so you don't get every question right when you're playing the replay. Believe it or believe it not, Pat the Beard, none of us here believe it, but Liz said that she got 100% right. Her and Captain Beer in one round got 100% correct. You and I know. I mean, if you don't believe me, ask Gordy. There's not a chance without Pat the Beard, the living legend that is. Okay, folks, the virtual tip jar is open. Anyone that would like to... I think the batteries are going on this new Laddie My Dad. Whatchamacallit. Because it ain't working. Mouse, that was the one. Yes, the links are into the chat for anyone that would like to send a little donation to the virtual tip jar. Thank you very much indeed, everyone that has sent in a donation. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Question tonight is, have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you are not subscribed to the Irish Question Mark YouTube channel, just go ahead and do it. It ain't going to hurt you. But the question that I'd really like to ask you is, would you like to star in next week's show? If you would, it's quite simple. No, I'm not choosing you. It's quite simple. All you need to do is email me about 10 or 15 questions. You can even, if you have my phone number or get my phone number from the Irish Question Mark website, connect with me and WhatsApp record you asking the questions. Hey, it'd be like you're basically sitting next to me. And if they're really good, I might even invite you to come and co-star the show, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of that? No. Okay, round 4. Here are your questions and answers. I have not got a clue how much alcohol Sully has drunk tonight. I think he must be on pint of Guinness number 15 at this stage, talking about, what was the name of the dog that found the World Cup? Pickles. Okay, right, well done.
Pickles.
No. Which unit of sound, you remember it? You were a child when that happened, weren't you? When did they steal it? 1930. Which unit of sound is 1/10 of a bell? Well, of course, the correct answer is a decibel. You've just fired something at me. I don't know where it is. I'm so tempted to jump up and kick you when you go to pick it up. Pickles' name was. I think. What movies have you been watching in this lockdown, Sully? because his name was. Question number 2. Which country has the internet domain .mt? The correct answer is Malta. And give yourself a point for that one. Number 3, Bobby Fischer is a famous name in what sport or activity? He was a very famous chess player, but unfortunately absolutely lost his mind and became a recluse. Thus, the latest picture of him on the right-hand side. Number 4, which comes first, the US Independence Day or France's Bastille Day? The correct answer is the US Independence Day by approximately 10 days. 1 point. Number 5, Yann the Man. The Elite One Championship in France is for which sport? 1 point. It is Rugby League. Thanks, Yann the Man. Number 6, according to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, what only happens when it rains? Come on, Herring Doors.
Thunder only happens when it's raining.
Enough.
Players only love you when they're playing.
Okay, thanks for that.
Say women, they will call, they will go.
Do you want to do a halftime entertainment video?
When the rain washes you, you will know.
No, you will never know. Thunder is the correct answer. Minion Me says thunder only happens after you're eating beans. Thanks for that. It's a good job you're not a spaceman. Minion Jesse saying, I'm not taping this. You're freaking right, I'm not taping it. In fact, I'm pulled down the live stream. What country forced down Ryanair flight 4978 in order to arrest Roman Protasevich? It was Belarus for 1 point. Radiant Verluca, do you know that Radiant Verluca's got this lunatic cat? Like a crazy, deranged cat? The cat seemed to enjoy your singing for some reason. Gordy says that was surely Rumours you were playing. Number 8. What colour is the stripe on the trousers of a Mounties dress uniform? Now, Herring Doors did say, what were the colours you chose? White, red, why would you have a red and then blue? The correct answer is, in fact, yellow. Maybe she might have guessed that as number 4. Number 9, hugs and kisses are traditionally represented in the English language by what 2 letters? The correct answer is X and O. Of course it is. And number 10, it is a dingbat. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known sportsman. Did you get this one, Pete, in Dublin? I think Colin Sully might have got this one. It was Maradona. Yeah, it was a cartoon version of a marrow and a doner kebab. Maradona. All right. Pete hadn't got a clue. Well, there you go. A little honesty at last. Gordy says you were more Stevie Hawking than Stevie Nicks. Herring Doors says it wasn't that funny. Billy Nomia says, I couldn't think of a sportsman called Cucumber Kebab. Don't you know him? He's from outside Dublin. Alrighty, let's move on. Question number 1. Fashion company Benetton is based in what European country? Yes, indeed. 1 point for Italy. Question number 2. The ice cream company that could have been called Cohen and Greenfields is, of course, Ben and Jerry's. Number 3. How many wings does a flea have? It has no wings. That's why they jump everywhere. Number 4. 2 points up for grabs. The first names of John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, Danny and Sandy. Number 5, freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke and butterfly. Which has the slowest 100-meter Olympic record? The correct answer is the breaststroke. The frog's just confused. Number 6, the disease malaria is carried by what type of flying insect? Your friend and mine, the mosquito. Number 7, what constellation is on the Australian flag? It is the Southern Cross. Give yourself a point if you had that one. Number 8, here we go. Prince's 1999 begins with I was dreaming. Are you ready?
I was dreaming when I wrote it, forgive me if I go astray. But when I woke up this morning, I could swear it was Judgment Day.
So the answer was?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I have to apologize for that rendition. Jesus, it sounded like Prince was singing from the grave. Judgment Day for 1 point. Thank you very much, Aaron Doors. If you had a foursome and a shag, what have you been doing? The correct answer is dancing. They are different types of dancing. Minion Me says, stop torturing the cat. And number 10, what type of food in the United States are brown bobbies? They are donuts. Fancy a brown bobby? It doesn't sound right, does it? Do you want a chocolate covered brown bobby? Hold the sprinkles. Alright folks, let's move on to our last round. Here are your points and prizes and answers. What American city is named after St. Francis of Assisi? What is the correct answer, Aaron Doors? San Francisco is correct. Question number 2. In hairdressing, what is a perm short for? Permanent wave. We'll accept permanent because it's Friday and it's Feel Good Friday. Week number
59.
59. We're nearly there. Which is more common, diabetes 1 or diabetes 2? The correct answer is not diabetes 3. Type 2 diabetes is the most common. Number 4, multiples of what item is melting in Salvador Dali's picture, The Persistence of Memory? Stopwatches or clocks? And a little picture of Rachel. I can't believe I forgot. Ho, ho, ho. Moving swiftly along to Jan the Man. How many drivers are awarded points at the end of the Formula 1 Grand Prix race? 10 different drivers. You could always come to Scotland and do a Gay Gordon. That's also a dance. Her indoors has done many a Gay Gordon. That's. She's like doing half of an arm wrestle. Yeah, I know, but you don't do it individually. You don't dance around the room on your own. That would be Gay Gordon-less. Question number 6. The Muppet Animal plays what instrument? You know, ladies and gentlemen, he is the famous crazy drummer. It's a good way to measure seconds. 1 diabetes, 2 diabetes, 3. Oh. Becker in buckets. Nouts on the pads, floppers on the choppers, fingers on the types, tips on the nicks, flickers on the chickers, thumbs on the numbs, delay on the twitch, choppers on the blockers. Holy moly, piggies at the market, cocks in the box, bones on the stones, fingers in the holsters, peckers in the pockets. Her indoors is a fucking comedian, extremities on the square-shaped buttons, spanglers on the bobby danglers, and just bloody type. It is our next and last final question on the spin the wheel question. Cucumbers at the numbers. The question is, are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? The answer is not 69. The question is, decades. In which decade was Barack Obama born? In which decade was Barack Obama born? Type your answers in the chat if you want to get your name onto the list. We have our winner. It is Baroness of Burnham Bob. You are correct, because when was he born, her indoors? It does say it there. 1961, which is the decade of the 60s. Congratulations. Moving along to question number 7. What is the longest river in Alaska? The correct answer is the Yukon.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, very good.
Looks good for his age. Yes, we all do. In government, what does FOI, as in FOI request, stand for? It stands for Freedom of Information. Yukon, we con, you come for an icon. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Fat fingers on the fat springers. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy is found repeatedly in which book? In what horror movie? It is The Shining. And our last question tonight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a dingbat 5-point question. Solve this dingbat to reveal a well-known phrase. It is the offside rule. The offside rule. Okay, folks, thank you very much indeed for tonight's show. The virtual tip jar is open. I've just dropped the links into the chat. If you have not typed George already, I would say type George to get yourself entered into the draw. No need to type it an extra time before you all start doing that. Her indoors has left the building. And Minion Me has also left the building. Okie dokie. Do you think it's possible to bar an admin? I think it is very possible to unadmin an admin.
Don't talk about me.
I'm not talking about any minion like that. I'm talking about you. Okay, folks, here we go. This is what we're going to do. We are going to move over straight away to... Did you organise a jingle yet for the spin the wheel?
Yeah.
That's like a gremlin impersonation. All right, folks. So, if you're ready to go, who are the winners? The winner names are: winner number 1 is Minion Jessie. Winner number 2, Liz the Legend. Basically, every time Liz the Legend gets on this wheel, she always seems to win. Winner number 3 is Susie up in Aberdeen. Winner number 4, Minion Micah. Winner number 5, Grab88, popping on Sunday to pick up your soda bread. Maybe you could be getting a mystery prize too. And winner number 6 is Bob, the quizzer formerly known as Mom. Are you ready here indoors? Let me make sure I get the right, push the right button. Are you ready to go here indoors? Any kind of a jingle? Enough of that rubbish. The winner is winner number 4. Winner number 4 is Minion Micah. Congratulations, Minion Micah. I shall be in contact and organise a little special prize for you because you have already won a mystery prize. Or if you want some soda bread, I'll personally deliver it to your house on Sunday after Grab88 arrives, if there's any left. You know how it goes. So let us know what you would like us to do, and we'll get that to you. Okie dokie. So if you have not typed George yet, don't bother your ass because the draw is finished. You know what you can win. You can win one of the special prizes. I'm still waiting on Arto and Frank. Did I tell you it was Frank's birthday? Happy birthday, Frank. To drop round and go for a walk. And I've got a couple of things I need to hand over to you. So get your ass sorted. Come and visit me the next non-rainy day. Ardo, take care, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Come and visit me soon. Okay, folks, here is the time for the draw. If Ardo wins and he's already left, we'll just have to draw it again. Sorry, Ardo.
Go.
Okay. Let's do the draw. How do I do the draw? I go...
To the draw.
And I go... Holy Moses! The winner is Quiz Me Doodah, Billy No Mates. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, is Billy No Mates still on board? If Billy No Mates is on board, he gets the chance to win the prize. Woo! Billy No Mates, send me an email, irish@gmail.com. Let me know your postal address. And I'll get one of the mystery prizes in the post to you. And all you need to do is take a photograph when you receive it of how surprised that you are of such a wonderful personal gift from my heart to your home. It's as simple as that. If you're local, you can pop round to the house and get some Irish soda farls. And because you took the piss out of my accent so much, you might get a chance to eat one before it's shoved down your throat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what can I tell you? Thank you very much indeed. It's been my absolute pleasure. Our next quiz will be quiz number
64.
64. Folks, what can I tell you? It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. The only thing I can do is say, be careful out there. Happy birthday, Frank and Billy No Mates. I hope you like this. All you gotta do until the next time we meet is stay the Frank at home.
The whole world's caught a virus. You're not in this alone, but you can help to cure it. Just stay the fuck at home.
We're all stuck here in quarantine. It's like the Twilight Zone. To save the world, you only have to stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Just stay the fuck at home.
If you're locked down with your hubby or going in alone, sisters need to teach their men, stay the fuck at home.
Whether you've got 12 kids or you're living on your own,
Netflix in your underwear. Just stay the fuck at home.
But I need the gym and I need the beach. We hear you bitch and moan. You need to grow a brain cell and stay the fuck at home.
But I feel fine, I don't feel sick, I'll go out on my own. I'm thick of you selfish prick, just stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and do fuck all.
Just stay the fuck at home.
You're living in a dome. Spreads faster than a hooker's leg, so stay the fuck at home.
To the doctors and the truckies, those who put food on our plate, you keep the whole place running so we can isolate.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
You can be a hero too.
Stay the fuck at home.
The only way to slow it down is isolate, not roam. Help the world get back on track and stay the fuck at home.
Sit on the couch and drink VV, get shit-faced on your own. We don't care what you're doing there, just stay the fuck at home.
Contact family, use Facebook, Skype or phone. Yeah, we've got the fucking internet, so stay the fuck at home.
From LA through to Berlin, from Wuhan through to Rome, there's people dying every day. Please stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home. Stay the fuck at home.
Don't you be a fucking dick.
Stay the fuck at home.
Stay the fuck at home.
Alrighty, folks, thank you very much indeed. Take care of yourself. Great for you to join us tonight. Have a lovely week. I'm making sort of farrels on Saturday. If you're in the